Hello, I'm Sister Helen at Order of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, and I've worked in Papua New Guinea for 60 years. Most of those years were spent in Milne Bay. When I first received my mission cross, there was a large group of us going to different missions, so we had our photo taken and it was published in the Catholic Weekly. Beside my name was written the words, Boat Missionary. My father said to me, "What does that mean?" I said, "I don't know, Dad," but I was soon to find out. Once I arrived in Milne Bay, I found out that there was no other way to get from one place to another except by boat. Milne Bay is just all islands. At one time I had to go out to Rossel Island, way out to the east, almost to the border of the Solomon Islands, to visit the schools. We left the mission station and came out through the passage through the reef out into the open sea. Once we got out into the open sea, things were very, very different. There were walls of water to the right of us and walls of water to the left. We climbed up one wall of water and slid down the other. Then we climbed up another wall of water and slid down another. It was really very frightening. And suddenly there was silence. The boat engine had stopped. Suddenly the silence was filled with wild screaming as the women on the boat who were travelling to East Point with their vegetables and cargo started to notice the danger. They began to scream. I began to say the Hail Mary to get on top of them. So I was praying, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you." And one small boy beside me was saying, "Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners." Then after a while I noticed there was nobody answering me in English. So I looked around. The little boy was still there, but now he was talking in his own Rossel language. So I was saying, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you." And he was saying, "La la 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 la," in his own language answering. And the women kept screaming. Then suddenly the engine started again, and we began climbing those walls of water. The crewmen said to the father, "Father, let's turn and go back to Jinjo." The father said, "No, let's go on to the next station, Cheme, and we'll turn in there." So we went ahead. Then silence. The boat engine stopped again, and the screaming started. And we slowly climbed the walls of water and slowly slid down the other side as father and the crew worked on the engine. At last the engine was on again. The crew didn't ask any questions. They just turned that boat around and headed back for Jinjo. So we climbed the walls of water in the opposite direction until we turned into the passage and came to the safety of the reef where it was really very calm. The boat came into the wharf, and before the engine had stopped, every woman had jumped off that boat and was running as fast as they could along the path to East Point. There was no more boat rides for them. They were content to do the rest of their bartering by walking to East Point back to Jinjo. For me, I had to travel back to the main town, Alatau, 3 days away. Not by that same boat, because we had the big boat coming out, the Morning Star, coming out with cargo. It'd take me back to Alatau. I'd have 3 days on that boat. It would get better as we went along, because out east it was really rough, but as we came into Alatau, it became calmer. So my life in Milne Bay was spent on boats from Sadir to Ferguson Island, to Goodenough Island, to Normanby Island, to the east or to the Trobes. Everywhere I went was by boat. I was a boat missionary.